We are the only country that knew what 2021 would turn out like. We knew from the beginning. But we told no one. Before I even start, I want to first make it clear, I think Azawi was right, because the title of her song was My Year, not yours. Stop mixing callings. Even Azawi released the song in the middle of the year. She had to first be sure. Okay, I don't want to lie. I don't remember much that happened this year. Because that's who we are here, we move on. I mean, for example, it's just me and like 3 other people that still remember we were supposed to host the MTV Africa Music Awards. The people that cancelled them think we are here still crying. We are the worst ex. You know, the one that says you're dead to me and means it. Mamas. The awards that have always failed to happen, cancelled on us. It's just a real situation of where someone says, I can't settle for less, yet you are the less. But how do you even choose us to host in a season when we have elections? If you didn't want us to host, you'd have just told us directly. Just don't go through the corners. But without a doubt, the biggest highlight was the presidential elections. To make sure that they stay secret ballot, the internet was taken off. 11 candidates. My standout manifesto was for Mayambala. He said if we vote him into power, he would abolish tax. Mayambala. Okay, we have a few problems with tax, but Mayambala, not to that extent. Control your temper. The commission announced Museveni as the winner, an announcement that took Bobi Wine to court, a case which he withdrew immediately, saying he's taking it to be decided by the People's Court. It is a whole year, and the People's Court has no verdict yet. And was a People's Court. At the end of the election, candidate Katumba had 2 music videos. There was more pepper in Power's eyes than the whole of India. And when it comes to arrests, Bobi Wine was arrested enough for all of us. Yeah. He ate into our share. We never knew that life would return to normal. The smarter ones planned better. They stole an ambulance. Chitalia. That was the prison of the year. The place even has magic powers. I mean, Brad Pitt enters, Pasanja Mivule comes out. You come out of Chitalia and the judge looks at you and doesn't need to ask if you have changed. Then, as we thought the bad days were behind us, Kenya rejected our maize. I read that story wondering which girl they were trying to impress, because the only girl we have for export has already been taken by Tanzania. COVID. That second wave just hit so hard. RIP was a trending hashtag. I mean, fear around the country. We were all practicing medicine on herbal scale. People steamed anything green. You wouldn't peacefully walk around a trading center in a green t-shirt. Government also had a new plan for relief. 100,000 all vulnerable people. Now, that was a very good upgrade from the beans we got in 2020. Because most families that got them have not yet cooked them. They are still soaking. Those beans were just impossible. Only sure way to conquer them is if the government borrows money from China. The only part they were better than the 100K option was at least the beans came. And so did many variants. I think these variants are being sponsored by Zoom. Zoom wants us to keep using their app. Zoom was the reason we were supposed to stay connected, but it turned out to be the reason we didn't. Because the free meeting that is 40 minutes you spend the first 35. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 2021. Curfew, roadblocks, regulations, limited gatherings. But I thank God for limited gatherings. They made weddings cheap. The wedding wave was intense. Each weekend you pray your partner survives. And not just because you're worried you might lose him, but you don't know the secrets he might spill. And now a girl can't even know early enough that her man has a function coming up. It was a year of no wedding meetings. I mean, with wedding meetings, you would know early enough that the man has been stolen. But now, you're just there minding your own business, going through statuses. Papa. And when you confront him, he says he was just a guest. Chief guest. We were on fire at the Olympics. What a show. What a spirit. We left everything in Tokyo so much that by the time we reached the Dubai Expo, we were still tired. Trump. I will miss Trump. He was the real Daily Show. This guy went through his term like a typical African president. He crowned it by refusing to leave power. That was just classic. Then Chisoro district. The name of the district decided to haunt a resident. Chisoro. I mean, the economy had its challenges. Every company was leaving. China was still coming. I just don't get that part. What do they see in us? Zamuku. Mama, don't ask me why I've not talked about Akon. For that one, the ancestors will deal with him. We've had good times, we've had bad times, but importantly, we always go through it all together. That's why when Sachitoleko disappeared on us in Tokyo, we looked for him and brought him back. Yeah, no cheating. School is now going to resume and save parents from the kids that were starting to look like their ancestors. Kids are so old that you now reach school and the teacher will ask, who is the parent? Then the teacher just collapses because they have responded, none of us. I feel for TikTok. When school reopens, TikTok will think Uganda closed. Half our TikTok celebrities are going to go back to the real challenges. Chemistry, math, physics. Now adults, this is your time. So you have to come and we take over TikTok. But which adults? We need some adult content. No, not like literally. 2021. COVID, assassinations, suicide bombings, accidents, man. So many people we lost. And so many people we got. Mobility. It's another year now, and I hope that you used the holiday to learn how to wash your clothes. Because the maid is not coming back. Happy New Year.
Kinene. Nyabi nabiwangulanga 10. Abali no mmenya enju. Nitwakuyira obululu.
Wampa akalulu. Muli bakabimanye.
Ankomu.
Sitoma.
Abyayi bakuwa wadi n'okaaba.
Sola byachana kitosoba chwa.
Wakulaba.
Sakaba.
Wakaaba.
Sizo wakaaba. Nabi ali ku TV sakaba.
Wakulaba wakaaba. Kale tewakaaba.